Urgent Montreal Canadiens fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Montreal Canadiens updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Canadiens fans, buckle up because today's news is absolutely electric. If you've been following the NHL this offseason, then you already know that something huge is brewing in Montreal. Rumors are swirling around that the Canadiens might be making a blockbuster move, potentially landing a star player from the New York Rangers. Yes, you heard that right. The Canadiens, a franchise with a storied history, a passionate fanbase, and a reputation for resilience, could be about to shake things up even more this offseason. And honestly, it's hard to imagine a more exciting development for us fans. But let's get into the details, the background, what this could mean for the team, and why everyone's talking about it. First, let's set the scene. The Montreal Canadiens, as you all know, are one of the most iconic franchises in NHL history. A team that's been around for over a century, filled with legendary players, unforgettable moments, and a passionate fanbase that's been through thick and thin. But recently, the team has faced some challenges, especially in the last few seasons where playoffs have been elusive, and the rebuild seems to be ongoing. Still, the Canadiens have been making strategic moves, draft picks, developing prospects, and trying to find the right chemistry to get back to their winning ways. And now, with this potential acquisition, they might be making a statement that says, "We're here to contend." The player at the center of this buzz is a star from the New York Rangers. Now, the name might sound familiar. He's a player who's been making waves across the league with his skill, speed, and scoring ability. His name is buzzing among NHL insiders and fans alike. Sources close to both teams suggest that negotiations are quite advanced, and it looks like the Canadiens are willing to make a significant offer to bring this player to Montreal. The rumors hint at a package that could include prospects, draft picks, and maybe even a current roster player or two. Of course, nothing is confirmed officially yet, but the whispers are getting louder, and the excitement is palpable. Imagine the impact of adding a player of this caliber to the Canadiens lineup. It would be a game changer. This player has the ability to instantly elevate the team's offensive production, provide leadership, and bring a spark to the locker room. For a team that's been searching for consistent scoring and offensive firepower, this could be the piece that finally pushes them over the edge. And let's be real, Montreal fans have been craving a star that can electrify the Bell Center, ignite the crowd, and lead the team to a deep playoff run. If this deal goes through, it could be the start of a new chapter, one that could see the Canadiens return to their former glory. Now, let's talk about what this means for the league as a whole. The NHL is always evolving, especially during the offseason when teams are retooling, making trades, and trying to position themselves for success. If Montreal lands this star from the Rangers, it's going to send shockwaves across the league. The balance of power could shift, especially if the Canadiens add other pieces to complement the star. It could also spark a domino effect, with other teams looking to make their own moves in response. The league loves drama, and a blockbuster trade like this would certainly provide plenty of it. But why the Rangers? Well, the Rangers have been building a competitive roster lately, with a focus on young talent and speed. This player in question has been a key part of their lineup, and now, rumors suggest that they might be willing to part ways, perhaps because they're looking to shake things up or because they're planning to rebuild around other core pieces. Whatever the case, it's clear that both sides are weighing their options, and Montreal seems to be emerging as a serious contender in the negotiations. If the trade goes through, it could be a sign that the Canadiens are not just rebuilding, they're reloading, aiming to be a real threat next season. For the fans, this is more than just a rumor. It's a hope, a dream of seeing your team land a true superstar. We all remember the legends who played in Montreal, players like Maurice Richard, Guy Lafleur, Patrick Roy, and more recently, Shea Weber and Carey Price. The Canadiens have always been about winning, about pride, about that unbreakable bond between the team and its city. And bringing in a star from the Rangers would be a statement that Montreal is serious about returning to the top. It's about making a splash, about showing the league that the Canadiens are still a force to be reckoned with. Of course, there are challenges. Negotiations can be complicated, and the financial aspects, the salary cap, and the team's long-term strategy all come into play. But from what insiders are saying, the Canadiens are prepared to make a bold move if it means strengthening their roster. The team's management has been working diligently behind the scenes, scouting, analyzing, and preparing to strike when the moment is right. The offseason is the perfect time for bold moves, and Montreal seems to be fully invested in making a splash. And it's not just about this one player. The Canadiens are also exploring other avenues to bolster their lineup. Rumors suggest that they're eyeing other free agents, potential trade targets, and prospects who can develop into future stars. The front office has been vocal about their desire to build a team that can contend for the Stanley Cup in the coming years. They're looking for a mix of veteran experience and young talent, players who can bring grit, skill, and leadership. The addition of this Rangers star would be a significant step in that direction. Now, let's talk about the fans' perspective. The Montreal faithful are known for their passionate support, their unyielding loyalty, and their love for their team. The Bell Centre is one of the most electrifying atmospheres in hockey, and every off-season rumor is met with a mix of hope and anticipation. Fans are dreaming about the possibilities. Imagine the roar of the crowd when a new star skates onto the ice for the Canadiens. It's moments like these that make hockey so special, so emotional. We live for the thrill of the off-season, the anticipation of new signings, trades, and the hope that this could be the year Montreal finally gets back to the finals. Looking ahead, the next few weeks are going to be critical. As the NHL offseason heats up, more details about this potential trade will surely surface. Will the Rangers agree to part ways with this key player? Will Montreal be willing to part with prospects or draft picks? These questions are on everyone's mind. But one thing is certain, if this move happens, it will be one of the biggest stories of the summer and could define the Canadiens' trajectory for seasons to come. Montreal fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this? Are you excited about the possibility of landing a star from the Rangers? Do you believe this could be the move that finally pushes Montreal back into Stanley Cup contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. The passion of the Montreal fanbase is what makes this franchise truly special, and your voice adds to the excitement. And now, Montreal Canadiens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Montreal Canadiens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Montreal Canadiens news. The offseason is just getting started, and with each passing day, the anticipation grows. Could this be the move that changes everything? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, Montreal is back in the headlines, and the hockey world is watching. The next few weeks are going to be crucial. We're on the edge of our seats, waiting to see if this blockbuster deal becomes a reality. If it does, it will be a game changer, not just for the Canadiens but for the entire league. It's a testament to how hungry Montreal is to return to greatness, how they're willing to make bold moves, and how passionate the fans are about their team. So, keep your eyes peeled, stay excited, and let's see what the future holds for the Canadiens. One thing's for sure, this offseason just got a lot more interesting, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds.